Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to continue working on part 2 of this building. Let's get started. So in the previous video, we were able to set up the levels, the grid lines, and added some dimensions. So now we're going to continue working on this by adding the walls for the exterior. So here we're under architecture and we're going to click on wall. Once you click that, we have a basic wall generic 200 millimeters. We could use this by just clicking on edit type and then duplicate. And then we could just rename this as exterior wall number 1. So if you choose one of the different kinds of walls that already pre-installed, what you guys need to do is go to edit and then just delete everything. And then here we have core boundaries, structure, and core boundaries. This is something that you cannot delete. So this one is already grayed out. So what we need to do here is the thickness. We're going to maintain the 200 thickness, and then we're just going to change the material. So here we're just going to use clad white or whatever white you have, if even gypsum wallboard. You can just use it. So usually I start with my base material to be just white, and then after we add different kinds of walls or floors and whatever, we add different materials so that when we go to Twinmotion, we can change it instantly from that program. So we need to differentiate different kinds so that we can change all of them. So now, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna press OK, and then here we're gonna use this line, and then we have our exterior wall right here. And what we need to do is we need to change this to level 2. You can also change this, so I'm just gonna press escape. We can also change it here under our properties palette on the left side. So here our base is from level 1 and then up to top constraint to level 2. So we could change that. Once you click apply, it will change it here as well. We're gonna maintain our wall to be center line, and then chain is already checked, so we're good to go. So once everything is done, we're gonna click at D1. This area will be circular, so we're gonna do that last. So let's do click R D1. So here is D1 right here. Once you click that, click it all the way to R1, which is right here, going down to R6, which we have right here, and then going back, and then let's click on, I believe this is, and just click it to J6. So right here is J6, and then we're going to go about here around 4,575 after J6, and then here we're going to go all the way after H, and then click it here until H, and then do it a bit more around 3,000, 3,200 will be enough. So what I did is I click H6 first, up to H6, and then just 3,200 a bit more here, and then pull it back up to the 6th, so up to the 6th grid line, and then just click it all the way halfway line to H. So give it 3000 here again. And then now just move it all the way right here. And then what I notice is the lettering here is not sequence. Maybe because we made a mistake with the way we pull out the grid line. So let's just change this. So IJKLM. So this is M, supposed to be M, N, and then O. So just a couple of changes. So that's not O, so that's O. So HIJKLMNO. So this is supposed to be O for the last one. And then here, just to make it easier for everyone, let's just add one more, which is 7. So here, I'm just going to copy, and then we put this one around 4575, or in the midpoint of that. So 4575 and the midpoint of that. So now what we could do is we could just add one more, or just click on DI, and then we could just pull it the same as that, and then here we could just move it right here. So it's still that one, 4575, so that everything is under the grid line, because this one is too much. So here we click on 6th, 3000 here, all the way to 6, and then another 3000 here, and then going back to G line, and then we just change this one so that everything is proper. And then here what we're gonna do is we're gonna give it a slant. This is will be the receiving area, so we're just gonna give it a quick slant. So we could just click here and then CS. So that's create similar. So that's the easiest way and fastest way in order for you to use the same object or system again. So this is wall system. So we could just use it again. If you have objects or family, you can reuse it again as well. So here we're just gonna put 45. So 145 slant, and then we're gonna push this one all the way to this line, which is the F line. After that, it's a good idea for us to just put it to number 4, F as well. And then now we're gonna put this one all the way to E, and then going back here, this will be up to 5 F, and then going here up to our 5 A. So now everything is enclosed, and then we need to have that circular. So here, let's click it again, CS, and then we need to put this one up to the third grid line. So now we're gonna create the circular form right here. So click it again, CS. So that's create similar. So we're still using exterior wall number 1. And now let's use start and radius arc. So now click here, click at the end of A3 and then D1, which is right here. And then now we could form our circular. So as you can see, it's snapping there. So that's proper. So at the end of A3 and then our D1. So that's good. So here is the circular form right here. So our exterior wall is now done. Now we're going to continue on our interior wall. So let's go back to architecture and then click on wall. Now we have exterior wall. What we could do is I'm going to give you an example of if you don't have the generic, which I believe for version 2021 to 2022 and even probably 2023, they don't have the generic preloaded already. So they have something like this, which is already installed. So we could just use, for example, this brick on CMU. Click on edit type, duplicate. This will be interior wall number 1. Press OK and click on edit. Here, like I said, you just need to delete. And then the core and structure and core boundaries, you cannot delete that. What you can do is just make this, let's maintain the 200 thickness, even for the interior wall. And then here, you could just change this to something white again. So we could just type in gypsum. So gypsum wallboard, press OK, and then OK. So now we could start our interior walls. So let's go to the C or 6th line. Let's add in our exit here. So I'm just doing the things that will make us it easier first, which is some straight line, because most of this will consist of circular lines or circular walls. It will be a much easier for us to just do it from there, and then I'm gonna let you know when we're gonna create something circular. So here we're gonna connect it from the end of 6J. So here we're just gonna connect it here, and then we're still gonna maintain the wall center line, and then here we're going to type in 8590. So we're here, and then this entrance we're gonna get it from 1J, and then here H, so 1H as well, all the way to number 2 grid line. So everything is following this one as well. Now we're going to add this up to here. So we're going to add another interior line all the way to the same line as we have, like that. So now we're gonna connect this one right here as well. So click on wall again. It's still under interior wall. Go back to modify and then click on start end radius arc. Click it at the endpoint right there, and then the endpoint right here, and then we're gonna create a circle. Here as well, let's click here and then click at the end right here, and then we're gonna have a circle. It's gonna snap to the circle. So now here, we're just going to click it and connect it right there. So now we just need to click it here, CS again, and just connect it somewhere there. Now it's connected from the wall. So this will be our lobby or atrium. And then now what we can do is we're gonna have this. So click on this one again, the interior wall, CS, and then from G right here, click right here at G2, and then just connect it slanted at 20 degrees connected to the atrium. And then now we're gonna offset this. We're gonna offset this probably around 2500. So click on that, 2500, and then that like that. So now we need to split element this later on. And then now we can create our elevators right here. But now I need to look for the midpoint. So from our F3, we need to create the center point. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to annotate, and I'm gonna use detailed line in order to get that midpoint. So for our midpoint, we need to go to F3, and then from F3, so we're gonna click F3, it's going to be 26, 28, and then going down is 590. And then now we could just delete this, and this is our midpoint. We could go to architecture or click on here and CS. We need to click here when we're going to create our circle. So click circle and click on this point. Now we need a diameter or a radius of 5,500. So that's our center point or our location. And then after that, we could just delete this, and then we're gonna use our offset again. So modify offset and then 2500. So we could just do this and here, and then from here we could just split element SL, split there, and then just move this back like so. And then here, move this one like so. So we have our elevator area right here, and then we're just gonna connect our walls again from here. And then let's add in another offset right here, and then we're gonna deal with that later on. So another 2500 here as well. And then let's just pull this one up like so, and then we're gonna connect each other later on, so don't worry about that. So with this, we could mirror this. So I'm gonna mirror, I'm gonna select and then mirror. and then we could just offset this as well. So here we're just going to connect it here like that, and then offset this to 2500. Okay, so delete here, and then TR, trim and extend, and then here we could just SL, that's split element. So split element here, and then split element here, and then use TR to trim and extend those. So we're basically cleaning up everything that we have right there. And then we're just going to connect this one going to our exit door. So here, what we could do is just extend it like that. Okay. And then here, we're gonna create another offset. Same thing, 2500 to the second area right here. So for now, we're just doing this so that we could arrange our spacing right here. So let's connect this one all the way there. So we're good with that. We will need to connect it right here. So I think it's better if we just add a wall right now. We could make this one a circular wall so that everything is following the theme. So let's add our opening onto the midpoint, so B and C. So just estimate it in that midpoint and then connect it like that for now. Make it around 50 degrees. And then like so, same thing, around 50 as well, around 29, or make it something like that, 22. We can connect it right here, and then connect it right here. Okay. We could just delete this for now, and then in terms of here, what we could do is we could circular here. So you will need to split element here so that we have our area, and then trim as well here. Nice, looking like that. And then we're gonna open here as well. And then let's also add wall for interior here. It's around, so let's just add it first. I want it to be around, so let's move this here, 2500 from here. So that's perfect. And then here, another retail. So CS as well. Close it up here. So we have E, and then close it off up to here. And then we have retail here. We have another retail and restaurant or retail, whatever you want to add here. We could have a retail here as well. So we could just close this off. So I'm going to close this off right here. This would be retail or restaurant. And then we're going to add in some offices right here, leading up to another exit door here, So we're gonna add those ones as well. So we're gonna stop here for now and continue on the next video. Thank you for watching and hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below.